All right, Canadian bank accounts, types of accounts, and the fee structure and the structure, basically how they work. All right. I created this page again. If you're new here, I created this page, Landing Finance, because when I first moved back to Canada, and I needed to open a bank account, there's things that blew my mind away. And now I've been working in a Canadian bank for 2 years, still find things remarkable. And I'm just trying to help people navigate this system, this strange system. So when I first went to open a bank account, I remember my sister telling me, go to different banks, don't open it in one bank, and find out which one is offering least amount of monthly fees or no monthly fees. And I remember going confused. I was like, what are you talking about? I don't want a credit card. I thought she was talking about a credit card, because outside of Canada, if you want a credit card, you pay for that. Otherwise, it's for free. She laughed. She's like, welcome to Canada. Nothing is for free. So I'm telling you guys now, welcome to Canada. Nothing is for free. So the two types of main bank accounts in Canada. There's the checking account, which is also known as the current account, and out the other side of the world, and the savings account. Okay. Now, the checking account is for your day-to-day activities. It's to pay bills, to buy stuff, to withdraw money. If you have a payroll, it's going to be deposited into that checking account, transfer money, all that lovely stuff. Saving account is, like the name suggests, it's to put money aside and save it. Think of it as a piggy bank, right? Let's start with the checking account. The checking account over here in Canada, there's monthly fees. That is so remarkable, to be honest, because when I was in other places of the world, I had 3-4 bank accounts, different banks. I was only using one, and I had to pay no monthly fees for any of the other bank accounts. And the other bank accounts had zero balance, so there's no minimum balance. And this is not in one place I was, this is in 2 or 3 different places. In Canada, however, to open a checking account comes with monthly fees. And people will look you dead in the eye and tell you, not even employees, sometimes even clients. I think it's so normalized here that even Canadians accepted it. They're like, oh well, even banks need to pay fees, or banks need to pay their bills. But other banks around the world are not broke. They're also considered most profitable organizations, but they don't have a monthly fee thing. This monthly fee thing is, to be honest, just greed at this point. Banks make money by taking your money, turning around, lending it out to 10 people, making interest from that money. That's how banks are making huge amounts of money. But over here, they do that, and on top of that, on top of taking your money, you're gonna give us your money, and you're gonna pay to give us your money. Just okay. I guess that's how the system works here. So there's gonna be different types of checking account, right? Each account has its own structure, has its own benefits, let's say, and its own fee structure. Let's divide the major banks into two types of monthly fee things, right? So there's one where you'll always have to pay a monthly fee no matter what kind of minimum balance you have. And usually the checking accounts are 3 or 4, from basic to standard to premium to, let's call it, ultra premium, right? The basic is usually the cheapest one, maybe $3 to $5 a month. However, it comes with a restriction that you can only have a certain amount of debit transactions per month, and those are usually kind of ridiculous, like 10 debit transactions per month. What the hell is 10 debit transactions? I can do a 10 if I go out with my friends on a weekend. I'm doing 10 transactions on that day, on that weekend. And after the 10 debit transactions, you're paying for every debit transaction on for like forward let's say $1 or 50 cents, whatever it is, and that will accumulate. That will become a lot. The account, let's call it the standard account, is just unlimited transactions. That's the difference between the basic and the standard account. Unlimited transaction, the price is going to be 3-4 times the monthly fees that you are paying for the basic one. Around, let's say, $10 up to $15 sometimes. And then you got the premium one. The premium one is anywhere between $14 to $17 or $18, depending on the bank. It comes with more benefits than the previous one. Things like a certain amount of free bank drafts, maybe discounts on safety deposit boxes, free checkbook, whoever still uses a checkbook at this in 2026. Discounts on credit cards, a certain amount of discount on credit cards. And then there's the ultra checking account, right, which is something ridiculous, like $30 per month or $40 per month. It does come with its perks, but then again, it's $30 per month, $40 per month. And if you think that's not a lot, multiply that into 12. That's find out how much you're paying a year, and then multiply that in the lifetime of how long you were in that bank. All right. Now, those types of bank usually give clients opportunity to get discounts, right, or get the monthly fees waived off, and there's criteria for that to happen. Usually, it's you add more products, and if you've noticed, right, sorry, let the truck pass by. Disadvantages of doing this in a car. So yeah, some banks will say open more products with us and you'll get chance on getting a discount on the monthly fee, or maybe even get the monthly fee waived off, right? But then there's only a certain amount of products that's considered as extra products, and if you really look into it, some products involves paying money. So you're paying money. You get discount on the monthly fee, but you're paying money somewhere else, right? And then you also have to do another set of criterias, which is like get direct deposit into your account, do a pre-authorized payment from that account. Anyways, it's not gonna be like they're not just gonna waive it off for you. You have to do something for them in order to get a discount or get it waived off. So that's one type of Canadian banks. That's one type of things that they offer. The other type is they'll be like, you can have this as a checking account, you can have the waves completely, you can have the monthly fee completely waived off. However, you need to maintain a certain amount of balance every day, and these balances are things like $3,000 minimum, or $4,000, $5,000, $6, depending on the checking account, because each checking account comes with benefits. And in this type of economy, to maintain, even let's go with the lowest one, to maintain $3,000 every day for a month isn't really, not everyone's gonna do that, right? Not everyone has the capability of doing that. People are living paycheck to paycheck. And if you go down the certain amount, let's say 3,000, if you go down by 1 cent, you'll end up paying $17, $18 for that monthly fee for that month. And if you kind of think of it, I don't know if it's just me, but if you think of it, the minimum balance, no monthly fee thing, technically you're paying for that account with the minimum balance. So if the minimum balance is 3,000, you're paying 3,000 for that account. Because you can't go under, sure, it's your money, it's there. You can't go under it, otherwise you'll pay a monthly fee. So it has to just sit there so that you can get your fee waived off. So 3,000 is just sitting there. Not yours. It is yours, but technically it's not yours. It's the bank. It's for the bank to do whatever it is they do with it, lending it out. So there's one aspect of it, right? Those are the two types of aspect. Okay, now we talked about checking account. Let's talk about the savings account. Now, usually savings accounts are free in this country. Thank God, right? Something finally free if used properly. What I mean by that is usually because the whole intention of a savings account is to put money aside and save it, So the bank encourages you to save money. How? By limiting the amount of debit transactions you can do from there. You get one free, you get two free per month, right? However, if you transfer money through your online banking, you can do that back and forth unlimited times. But if you use the account, the savings account directly, if you use it directly like a checking account, like if you're gonna withdraw money from it, if you're gonna pay bills from it, for every transaction there's gonna be a fee, $2 up to 6, 7, 8 for every transaction. Because I think I've seen some clients go like, oh cool, free account, and then they open the savings account and they use it like a checking account, and oh my god, in a month they're paying 100, 120, 130 with no benefits. Right. And the difference again between these two types of account is the savings account, you put money in the savings account and the bank will give you interest. Now the interest is ridiculous. Interest is like 0.25% annually, not even monthly. 0.75% annually, not even monthly. And then they will have offers like, hey, open your first savings account and you'll get 4.6%, but then it's 4.6% annually for the first 3 months, and then it goes back to 0.55%, right? Which is ridiculous. It's nowhere near inflation. But I'll give it to them, it's better than, because if you keep $1 in the checking account in 1 year or in 1 million years, it's going to be $1. It's not going to change. Actually, with the checking account, it's going to go into the negative because you're paying money for the checking account. But if you leave $1 in the savings account for after a million years, it's going to be more than $1. And I'm using a million years because do the calculation. Because if it's just 1 year and you do the calculation, what is $1 and you get 0.50% annually? How much are you getting out of that? But at least you're getting interest, right? And from my background, I'd rather not even get interest. So it's not only they're giving you interest, they're giving you useless interest, to be honest. Now there is a caveat. There is a solution to this monthly fee minimum balance thing. All right. So in Canada there's online banks, right? Online banks that offer you a checking account with no monthly fee and with no minimum balance. Sounds amazing. Sounds like just what I want, what I'm used to. However, because it's online banking, there's no physical branch, right? You apply online, you get approved, they send you the card, you download the app, and then you use the app to do, like, to pay bills, to send money, all that stuff. You have the card, you can use it. But there's no physical branch. If you need help, if something happened, if you need the bank for some weird reason, if something went wrong, sometimes and things do go wrong, there's no branch to walk in and have a discussion with a human being to solve the problem, right? Usually they are affiliated with one of the big six, but they aren't really the big six, right? And if you need help from someone, good luck calling the customer service people until you reach a human being. You'll be with an automated voice asking you if it's for this, press 1, press 2, press 3, plus whatever. You're gonna stay waiting maybe half an hour, 1 hour to talk to a human being. But if you do not interact with the banks often, that is a solution, to be honest. There's a bunch of online banks that have no minimum fees and no minimum balance. That is a solution. And since they're affiliated with the six big banks, that should be like proof enough that big banks don't need to be charging monthly fees for bank accounts, for normal bank accounts. If they can make another thing and then make it free, that means, trust me, this monthly fee thing is just greed at this point. Banks make money from mortgages. Banks make money from credit interest. Banks make money from loans, from taking your money that you're depositing it and then lending it out like to 100 people. Because at the end of the day, it's just a number in the screen. But over here, you pay money to give the bank money. It's amazing, right? And I might be wrong. You know what? Leave me comments in the section. Leave me comments in the section. Leave me comments in the comment section if this is normal, because I'm pretty sure maybe in America it's the same thing. I don't know about UK or British. Maybe over there it's the same thing. I don't know about Europe, but I'm 100% sure in Asia and Middle East and Africa that shit doesn't exist. All right, it's maybe just the Western world. I might be wrong. Please leave a comment. Let me know if this is normal or not. If you found this video useful, please leave a thumbs up so I know to keep making these videos. If you have any suggestions of something you want me to talk about in the Canadian banking system, let me know in the comment. Share, subscribe. New people, newcomers, if you know anyone who's new in Canada, send them this video. If you know anyone who's coming to Canada soon, send them this video. Maybe this channel will be very useful. Once again, I really appreciate you guys listening, and have a great day.